Good morning, happy Monday the 5th of September. I hope you're well. Alvin Jennings here, channel coach and healer, here to channel the energies of the upcoming week so that you have an idea what to expect, what to look out for, what energies might be affecting you on a day-to-day basis. So I hope you're well. Yeah, there's lots going on this week. From what my guides have been telling me. Mainly, the main theme is change. So the winds of change are certainly starting to blow through most of our lives. And here in the UK, of course, there is going to be a change announced a bit later today in terms of Prime Minister. I'm not going to get political. So that's one change for sure. But there's also general change coming up for a lot of us. Some of it's what we've been asking for, some of it is not what we've been asking for, but we've been avoiding asking for it, so we're going to get it anyway. Yeah, and then there's a power day on the 9th of September, 9/9. We have Mercury Retrograde starting on the 10th of September, so you might start to feel some of that energy coming in. Some delays with technology, delays with setting up meetings, that sort of thing. Delays in communication, because Mercury is all about communication. And there's a full moon, which, you know, full moon's always about releasing and releasing what we no longer need, and this kind of fits in with the Mercury retrograde as well, because that gives us a chance to review again. So quite a bit going on. So I hope you're ready, and if you've been doing the work leading up to this, then you'll be all right. Well, you're going to be all right anyway. Change is sometimes good, right? Well, it's nearly always good. I think something's coming to an end as well, but they're going to make way for new beginnings. And as I've said to you in a few posts and the odd video here and there, I always view September as a bit of a new start anyway. I think it's that old me that used to go to school and university, and September was definitely the beginning of the year. And since having children, of course, it's the beginning of their academic year. So, and I think a lot of people feel like that. And it certainly feels like that today. When I was out walking the dog this morning, it felt different. And I know, certainly where I am, last night it was raining. But today it was nice and bright, but you could see where it had been raining. And it was almost like nature was breathing a sigh of relief. As if, it was being taken care of, it was feeling fresher. So certainly there is a change in the air as far as I was concerned this morning. And I think, and one of the posts I shared this morning was, if you can, try and get out in nature, because nature has a lot to teach us and share with us. And it's just a wonderful place to be. For me, it helps me breathe more deeply, expand my consciousness, as well as get some fresh air. So, and some exercise. Right, so let's start with what's coming in this week for you all. And as you know, with these are just a general channeling of what the energies of the week are going to be. Most of you will be affected in some way or another, because everything's energy, including you. But it will apply more to some people than others. For example, the full moon at the weekend, that's in Pisces, so if you've got Pisces anywhere in your chart, that's going to affect you more. And with Mercury retrograde, a lot is said about it, but I think the thing is just to be aware of it and know that perhaps things are going to take a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, I think awareness is key. But if you are feeling that change is happening for you and you want some clarity, you want some help, there's various ways in which I can help you, either with my Spirit Guide hotline, where you send me questions and I reply to them with a channeled message, or you can have a reading, or you can have an intuitive coaching session, which is when I bring in my guides and channel them for you so you can have a conversation with them. So as I say, this is very general. If you want more specific help, then there's lots of ways in which I can help you. But without further ado, you want to know what's coming up. I've given you a hint, but let's bring in my guides and I'll start to channel them. Okay. Hello everybody, it's a pleasure to be with you again this week. Alwyn's already given an indication of what's going on, and certainly there is this element of change. So if you remember, last week felt a little bit slower. This week is definitely speeding up. Some of you will have change coming about very quickly this week. You just need to review whatever is going on, make sure it's the right decision for you. But on the whole, it's positive change. It could be a change in your career. It could actually be a change in your relationship, but we feel it's more career, work focused, because there's lots of mental energy going around. So a lot of you have been focusing on what it is you wish to change, which is excellent, and this week is supporting that change. If you haven't been preparing for this or haven't been aware of it, then change may happen anyway. So you may feel that all of a sudden you're on a different pathway, or a new option is available to you. Again, review it, feel into it, see if it's the right thing for you. Also, for lots of you, there's an end of a very difficult situation coming up this week too, which again fits in with the full moon at the weekend, which is all about release. So it may well be that you've been in a difficult relationship and that's coming to an end. And although there may be some sadness around that, it's okay because it is meant to be. It's something that you need, actually. There is, if you've been in sort of overwhelm or stress, we feel that's starting to come to an end as well, as you start to refocus on what it is you want to take into the final 4 months of the year, 3 or 4 months of the year. We're leading up to the autumn equinox as well, so again, it's really letting go of what you no longer want. And we know we talk about this a lot, but really this needs reviewing all of the time. There is the full moon on Saturday. Yes, Saturday the 10th of September. It's in Pisces. Normally Pisces is all about being dreamy and having a great imagination, and it can still be that, but actually, because of the way it connects with a few other planets this time, it is also ushering in change, and quite profound change. So this word is cropping up, quite a lot this week. So don't be worried about it, because it's clearing the way for better things ahead. All right. Make sure your structures are in place. Make sure you are able to deal with the changes that are coming in the best way possible. Alwyn mentioned Mercury Retrograde. Again, it can cause a month of kind of delays, confusion, problems with communication, technology. Not always though. It's often a time for reviewing as well. So if you find yourself slowing down because things are taking a bit longer, just allow that. There's no point fighting it. Just allow it. And it's a good time to review your message, review your communication. If you're on business, how do you communicate to your potential clients? If in a relationship there's problems, how do you communicate with each other? All right, but yes, change is the word for this week. But don't be worried by it. And a lot of you have been asking for this, so it's all okay. And do take some time for yourself if you can. Getting out into nature will really help to ground you. There are more uncertain times ahead generally, as in the collective. But again, the more you can focus on yourself and your own well-being, the better. All right, so we wish you a wonderful week. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. At least you know, if you've been in a difficult situation, that looks like it's coming to an end, which is amazing. And you know, with all endings, there is always a new beginning. So I really do hope you have an amazing week, and you know where I am. If you need me, I've got some spaces this week, more next week. So just let me know. I'm also very excited because my Learn to Channel course is starting next week on the 15th. For those of you who signed up, thank you very much, and more details are coming your way this week so that you can get prepared and ready for us to start. All right, so take care, lots of love to you all, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.